Hey everybody, this is Percy with the Lawn and Landscape Podcast. Today I'm going to go over 5 marketing tips that I like, that are kind of my top 5 favorite, not particularly in any specific order or price range. It's just 5 things that I really just like and we hit on all the time. So the first thing for your lawn and landscape business I would most definitely recommend is yard signs. I know that most of the guys in the industry have seen them. They put them out. They're very inexpensive to get, but we use them a lot. So I would most definitely recommend yard signs. Number 2, I am very fond and really like Facebook marketing. Everything's going social. Everything's going online. Everything's going mobile. So Facebook for me, as well as paying for Facebook advertising. We promote online for free an awful lot by just posting to our page, sharing. But I also like to promote, get more likes, try to utilize all of the Facebook marketing campaigns that I can. And there's a significant reach to it. There's a lot of brand recognition. There's a difference between brand recognition and conversion. So you want to get your logo, your name out there. They want to know your name. Oh, hey, look, I see your trucks around town. I know who you are. That's brand recognition. You have to have that brand recognition work first, so it's top of mind awareness. So hopefully you can organically convert leads later on. So let me jump back on track, but. So yard signs would be my kind of, number 1. Number 2, Facebook. Number 3, I'm very big about website. Having a website, having some pictures on there, having some video on your website. They can go in there. They can put an estimate request on the website. You can link it to all your other social media platforms, wherever else you want to send them. There's a lot of job postings that you might better use. There's a lot of stuff you can use your website for. Search engine optimization is a must when you do your website, or keywords, so you can jump up on your list when you're on Google, Yahoo, whatever, on the search engines, and they type, lawn maintenance company, you pop up higher up on that list. That's really important. So SEO is huge. The next one would be flyers. I have had a significant amount of success with flyers. And in particular, we have stuffed flyers in newspapers. So, for example, we've hired the newspaper company. I'd basically bring them my flyers. Let's just say I want to put out 20,000 flyers. I'll bring it to the newspaper company. I'll pick a day. They'll go ahead and stuff them on top of the coupons and everything. So when you unfold the newspaper, we're right on top. We've had a large conversion rate from that. And I would do some research in your area to see if that would work for you first. But it's very inexpensive. The cost, for us, it's about $1,000 every 20,000 flyers. Now you can do direct mail, and for me, I've done a direct mail for $1,000 on a postcard, $1,000, and only reached 1,500. So for the dollar figure compared to the volume that get put out, it's a lot higher. So that's why I think I like the flyers the most, because you'll get good and bad leads, but you just have to siphon through them. But on 20,000 flyers, we've had a lot of call-ins. So flyers are key. And we just like to take the same flyer and we'll hand it out, put them on door hangers. There's a lot of other stuff you can do with flyers, but in particular, we like the newspaper. And last but not least is all the decals on our trucks. Every one of our trucks has stickers and logos and numbers and websites plastered all over all of them. When you see one of our trucks, you can tell we're in town. Matter of fact, we get this all the time. Hey man, we seen your truck across town. We seen your truck here. We see your trucks there. We see you everywhere. We've seen you multiple times in a day. it really, really works, especially if you're trying to target a local market and then you're trying to saturate that market. So what we used to do in making the mistake is we try to go too wide, too much. We take on anything and everything everywhere. So we would drive, 20 miles away to do a job. And so we started to zero that in. And when you zero that in, your company has a representation of being much larger than you may be. Or, people are like, man, I see y'all everywhere. Y'all must be doing something right. So the persona that people get of your company, it starts to grow in that local market. So putting the decals on the trucks are really, really huge. Now, you can pay the sign companies, and I've done this. I've done full wraps, half wraps, just the names on them. We have a lot of trucks that have the stickers on them. I can tell you what we finally started to do. So we bought a sticker machine, a vinyl machine, a vinyl cutter. So we started doing a lot of the stickers ourselves. So for example, one of our purchases were 3 box trucks, 2 14-foot box trucks, 1 16-foot box truck. Well, on those 3 trucks, on one purchase, I saved myself by buying a vinyl cutter and the vinyl and the stickers. I saved myself about $3,000 a truck by doing it myself. Probably a little bit less if I took my labor out of it, but you're talking about $9,000-$10,000. Well, it's well worth the purchase of that machine to me. So now we have it in the future, and we've done other jobs, done other trucks with it since then. You can do a whole bunch of other stuff like marketing. You can put the vinyl on cups. You can put the vinyl on all kinds of other things. So it's not just vehicles. So that's my 5 marketing tips for today. Yard signs, Facebook, your website, your flyers, and the decals on the trucks. There are many, many more we're going to touch on a little bit later, but I just wanted to start off with 5 so you can start researching now. If you have any questions, please don't hesitate to reach out to us. Again, Percy LaPointe, Lawn and Landscape Podcast.